I'm standing at a what's going to remain secret location very near to my house, and I want to show you somewhere really special. There's this amazing riverside trail here that I've been here for nearly 10 years and did not know existed. So I'm going to take you along that, and this is an opportunity for me to finally test the vlogging capabilities of the iPhone 11 Pro. The rule is I can only bring what I can fit in my pocket. So I've got the camera, I've got a little mobile phone tripod if I need it, and then just in case it gets windy, I've got this is like a dead cat wind muff that just goes over the end of the iPhone, but that's it. Mostly I'm going to be shooting it in 4K at 30 frames per second, and you'll also see maybe a little bit of 4K 60 mixed in, as well as some 120 frames per second HD. But let's enjoy the walk. Just before we go and have a little bit of an explore, I'd love to know how lockdown has changed your perception of where you live. Have you like rediscovered places that you used to go to all the time and haven't been to in years, or has it made you find new places? Or maybe it just made you appreciate where you live in general? I'd like to know, so comments. That's a little bit risky. Here's the mighty Kellswater River, a river that I spent quite a lot of my childhood and teenage years in. So I probably drank quite a lot of water from that. My mum was always freaking out about me getting some kind of disease. Always, you'll get Will's disease, or you'll get rat poison, rat pee, you'll die. The ground down here is covered by this delightful crunchy mix of twigs and beech nuts. Makes this really nice satisfying crackly pop sound as you walk along. There's so many birds down here. Just listen to that. There's a squirrel. Hello, squirrel friend. Oh, he ran off. Over here. Oh. There's a little beach. Would you look at that? Okay, so it doesn't quite have, golden sands. It's more got grey rocks, but grey rocks are better than spikes. Right, you can stay there. I'm gonna throw some stones. Ooh, I've got what's perhaps a terrible idea. I want to get a splash in 240 frames per second slow motion. So I'm going to put the camera on that rock and throw that huge boulder at it and see what happens. Well, that was a terrible idea. These rocks, while were really grippy while they were dry, but then as soon as I got some water on them, they became incredibly slippy, and I went into the water. And whoa! Look at this. I was standing here thinking, oh, look, it's quite cool that these two old bridges are here. But look at what's on top of this. Some pigeon or seagull has been absolutely massacred here. That's crazy. There aren't even any bones left, just the feathers. Okay, gonna keep going because the next part of this is where this gets really interesting. Hiya, Georgie. This bit's got some very old memories for me. Let's see if I can get down without killing myself. I'm alive. Oh wow, I have not been down here in maybe 15, 20 years. Yeah, it's still there. Look. That rope up there is from the most terrifying rope swing that I was ever on when I was younger. There's quite a deep pool of water in here, and the rope swing really, really high, and you can climb to the top of that bank there, launch yourself off, fly out into the middle of the river, and drop down in. Although when we first heard about it, the guy that told us about it told us in no uncertain terms that yes, this pool of water here, it's 50 feet deep, it's bottomless. No one's ever got to the bottom of it. And you can dive in head first, and then we came down to check it, jumped in, and it was about 4 foot deep, so very glad we did not jump in head first. I haven't been here in like, could be potentially 20 years, maybe not as much as that, at least 15. So like my last memory of standing at this spot here would have been probably in bare feet with our shoes and socks set out on that rock after coming out of the water. It was a long time ago. I pity whoever it was originally went up and installed that rope. It wasn't us. Because that is a terrifying climb. Here I am inside the tree, which is just completely covered in carvings. JD. Of various initials, and I'm wondering if I carved my name or my initials in this, but I can't find it. I think this was potentially one of the launch points. So you would have, you could have stood up here, held onto the rope, and then just plummeted straight off the edge. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna go down before I have a horrible accident and Louise is mad at me. I need to jump to there. So at this point, the bank widens and now the floor is just carpeted with these little white flowers. which I believe are called wooden enemies. Little white forest floor flowers. And if I keep going that way, probably going to finish here. If I keep going that way, I'm going to eventually come out at a road. But I'm not going to show you where that comes out, because if you live nearby, it might give the game away. And you know, I want to keep this place a little bit secret. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show some shots, showing little bits of the end, and then it'll just fade out. So I hope you enjoyed this little adventure, and you can enjoy the last couple of minutes of this little walk in silence, and you can let me know how you think the iPhone performed. As I said, I've mostly shot this on the ultra wide lens, which is actually the worst quality lens, and I've used a mix of 4K 30, 4K 60, 240 frames per second HD, and 120 frames per second HD. But that's all the camera specs. This will show you what the camera can do, but for now, just enjoy the rest of the walk, and I'll see you in the next video.